On behalf of the City of St. Louis Park, I just want to express how thrilled we are about this project commencing. This project represents a great partnership between the City of St. Louis Park and the Watershed District, something that we've been working on for a very long time.
It has the highest pollutant load per unit area of anywhere on the 22-mile stream. And a lot of that is based on just the historical land use changes that occurred post-World War II. The stream was just a ditch running kind of northwest up to Louisiana, and then again continuing northwest, and then just these straight segments where it had been moved so they could construct a lot of the surrounding landscape.
These changes have increased the water and pollution that's being delivered to Minnehaha Creek, downstream Lake Hiawatha and the Mississippi River, as well as eliminated in-stream habitat. As a result, Minnehaha Creek and Lake Hiawatha are listed on the state's impaired waters list for fish, chlorides, and nutrients.
We're changing that. We want to turn towards the creek and view it as an asset versus a liability or just another utility.
This project, in combination with others, will slow that runoff down, hold it on the landscape.
The City of St. Louis Park had contacted the Watershed District about a section of Minnehaha Creek that was channelized that had some erosion issues on the banks. And we kind of turned around and saw the Methodist site and this great restored natural stream system. And the discussion evolved from there into, well, why don't we attempt to do something like that?
Back in 2002, we were talking about expanding and we were going to build a heart and vascular center. The Watershed District said, you know, you guys are building this healing environment and we actually have this kind of sick wetland here that we'd like to kind of heal. What if we partner together and create something that works for you and it works for us?
Methodist Hospital embraced the whole idea and participated so willingly with us that it became a tremendous success.
The view of nature makes a difference.
Thank you.
There are fewer days of hospitalization. There are fewer complications, and people heal faster. We could not have done this on our own, so it was a valued partnership. I love the fact that it's growing. I love the fact that it started here. Looking forward to having it linked to other areas.
This project really helps accomplish two major goals that we have in our community. One relates to better connecting our community through means other than using cars, like sidewalks, or in this case, trails.
There's a paved trail that will be able to take bikers or higher speed people all the way through. And there's many spots where you can connect back onto the slower, more scenic routes.
Secondly, this really is very exciting for us because of the environmental benefits.
We created a couple of stormwater facilities that take over 80 acres of the surrounding runoff and direct them through two pond systems and then allow them to slowly overflow into the project area wetland. We added a lot of woody debris, so we wanted to create an area for refuge for smaller fish and invertebrates. And we also added spawning habitat.
This is going to be an observation pavilion. There's going to be some signage. There'll be a set of steps coming down just so you can kind of get down and see some of the nature.
All right, listen up.
Over the summer, we had a wonderful program about science and about our community, so we were able to take a lot of nature walks down in this area, looking at different trees and finding out what kind of animals live here and the different plants that are in the water. Nature is really important to learning and fresh air.
And what can you do with them?
Before the boardwalk was here, it was just kind of like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of trees down there. I never really gave it a second thought. And now it's, you know, part of our daily life.
We opened here in August of 2010. We felt it was important to come into this area and help revitalize it. We have our patio out here. You know, we want the area to look nice. And as you improve the creek, the local residents as well will start taking note of that. Their properties will start looking better.
We are a watershed that has been built up by and large, and we can accommodate the built environment, and the built environment can be enhanced by the natural environment.
We're looking forward to the cold storage area being turned into a green space and more retail or apartments, whatever.
We've been able to start to plan and design and even build projects upstream, really trying to address comprehensively the issue that was going on in the area.
The partners, especially the private partners, see the value in enhancing the natural resources. It has positive impact on the value of their property. And of course the greater community sees more tax base.
This has turned out much better than I had expected. With this project, people are actually going to be able to see the creek, experience the creek, and not actually have to be physically in the creek with a canoe. We couldn't be more thrilled with being able to partner with the Watershed District on making this become a reality.